Welcome back folks to your HTML and CSS tutorial. I believe this is the third one, and in the previous tutorial, I think the second tutorial, we spoke about HTML tags, and then we spoke about the heading tag basically, and we said we had H1 to H6 and what the heading tags. So in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you paragraphs and then text formatting with HTML and CSS. But I think basically it's HTML now. We'll get into CSS very soon. So as usual, we go to our notepad. And you can see my piece is a bit slow. It's really run into problems, and I just got it fixed actually. And I think most of my browsers are gone, so it'll be running on Internet Explorer. But never mind, we can run it on anything. And I believe you can remember our HTML tags. I think I should increase this. It's really so small, and I don't think you can see that. I think 18 would be cooler. Yeah, I think that's cool. And then you remember we have to close our HTML tag. So we close that, and in between it we do all the things that we need to do. So you remember the head tag, you remember we had to close the head tag. I think you remember all these because you're smart, I know. And then you remember the title tag, and basically I told you something about the title tag that I don't have internet connection, but you see something like stat or you are not connected to the internet, that's basically the title. That's what we're going to write over here. So whatever we write is going to appear there in our web document. So we have Clever Technologies. You know what I'm going to say? The name is awesome, right? Okay. Now after this, we are done with the structure of the website, but then we need to define a region for the body so that we can do our stuff in there. So you remember we had body, and then I think we'll close our body today, just close to the HTML tag. All right. Now we are done with that, and today I said we're going to talk about paragraphs. So basically, to write a paragraph you need a P. You get it? And can't remember all these, you just need to put it in that curly bracket, or what do you call it, less than or greater than sign, whatever you decide to call it. But before we use this paragraph side, I want to show you something. If we write let's say my name is Peter Clever. Okay, and then we save our website or our document. I'm gonna save it to the desktop. I think I'll prepare something, a folder for this project. I'm really not organized now. I have a lot of things on my hand to do, but that's not to you anyway. Yeah, we just want to replace it because so now we have our index and we're gonna run it on Internet Explorer, and basically we have what this should we go? Yeah, my name is Peter Clever. Now what happens is if we should return back to our text editor, and then we write, and I am 19 years old. Oh, old school dog. Anyway, if we should write this, you find that it's on the second line, but if we go back to our browser and reload that, it's really on the same line. So how do we get it down there? Actually, you can use what we call the break tag, BR for break. You can just pick that up. But with the break tag, it'll bring it down, but that is a wrong practice. You, I would not advise you to really write codes just like that or blank like that on the body tag. You need to always put them in a tag, something to contain them. So we will be using the paragraph tag instead. With the paragraph, we can all write, my name is Peter Clever. Should have copied and pasted that. I'm lazy. I don't know why. I didn't think of that today. Um, so basically, we have this, and the next thing we'll be doing, if we put it in another paragraph, says that did I say 19? Yeah, forget my age sometimes. Years old, and because I have a broken hand right now. However, I am 19 years old, and these are two paragraphs, and I think I saved that for you to see it. Let's save, and then if I should reload this, you find there's some space given. That's because I used the paragraph. It's formatted nicely for us. You get it? So that's one of the advantages of using the paragraph. And one thing is that it never comes in line. So once I'm done with this paragraph, I can bring another paragraph under there, and then it's cool. So the next thing that I want to do is to remind you of the H1 tag, because I think we have to give a heading to our website, and that is Clever Technologies. Was H1? It was. All right, let's save that. And Let's be sure it really worked. Okay, it worked. And that's amazing. We're building a cool website here. So now we're going to talk about text formatting. And most of the times you really want to place emphasis on certain things that you place in your website. Like for instance, you want to place emphasis on this 19 years old. We have, you can decide to italize it or make it bold or underline it or whatever. But I think we're going to start with italize. And to italize, we need to define the range that we want to italize. So we want to italize 19 years. It means whatever program or whatever tag we're doing should be around this 19 years because that's the one we want to affect, sorry, forgive my grammar. And then I think we just open our tag and then write em for emphasize. I think that'll be easy for you to remember because you're smart, I know. And then so we have our em tag, and then when we save that and reload this, you find the 19 years actually is italicized, and we have placed some emphasis on it. And aside italicizing it, we can decide to bolden it, and I just want to in-nest that. So we can bolden this, and then we actually bolden that. When we save this and reload, see it's bolden as well. And then aside that, we can decide to underline it. Wow, that's going to be amazing. I'm really nesting so many things here. You shouldn't get confused because I know you are smart. And anyway, let's save that in. So really emphasize on this, and that's so bad. Don't do that in your website. You don't really have to give it as much emphasis. Just an italic or a bold or an underline would do. Don't combine all together. And to do that, you know what that means. If you don't want to italize it, you remove the em. If you don't want to bolden it, you remove the b and leave only the underline, or you remove the u and whatever. You know the rest. And aside that, I want to teach you something beautiful because when we come to our website here, we realize that a Clever Technology is really at one side, but it's supposed to be the heading of the website. So it should be in the middle or something. So what do we do to bring it to the middle? So actually, HTML have given us a little snippet called center. And this should really, really be easy because it's center, literally. Center means center. I can explain further. So once we have the Clever Technologies wrapped around the center tag, we can believe that it should be moved to the center, and that's awesome. All right, we have done a bit of text formatting, and I believe you have learned something today. In our next tutorial, we'll be talking about, I don't want to tell you that. Come to the next tutorial and find out what we're going to do. So please subscribe to our channel and give us thumbs up if you like this video, and also leave your suggestions in the comments below because we are just starting and then we probably might be making some mistakes. So correct us so that we give you the best and teach you. At the end, you'll be a professional web developer. That's our aim. Thank you.